This is the Eyewitness News at noon.
Well, you're looking at a live picture from Jamaica. Sure, the skies are blue, but look at that water, those waves just pounding the rocks there. It seems like every day we see this, the waves get more and more intense. Hurricane Delta is moving west of there, slowly inching towards the Gulf of Mexico. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jay Cunningham. Hurricane Delta, which weakened overnight, made landfall south of Cancun as a Category 2 storm in Mexico. Looking at the track, it seems to have shifted even more west, but we should note coastal areas are under a hurricane watch because of storm surge. So we want to go straight to your local weather expert, Peyton Malone, to get an update on where the storm could go. And it's been fascinating to watch this storm, Peyton, because it seems to blow up and then shrink and blow up and shrink. I mean, this storm is just all over the place. Yeah, we look forward to that. Thanks so much, Peyton. And here's a look at what's happening in Grand Isle, a susceptible area along the coast there. Crews, as you can see, are working to try and fortify the levee in that area ahead of Hurricane Delta. And Grand Isle's mayor has just called a voluntary evacuation as of 11 this morning, and that will become mandatory by 6 tomorrow morning, with a full curfew in force tomorrow night at 8. The governor announced yesterday the military is helping to place 350 so-called super stacks to help protect the Gulf side of the island there. New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell says while New Orleans is currently outside of the hurricane center's cone, which Peyton showed us, impact to the city will be significant. At his news conference just minutes ago, the city's Homeland Security Director made special mention of areas outside of levee protection.
Predicting right now.
Also, New Orleans Sewerage and Water Board officials are watching Hurricane Delta closely. According to the agency, 98 of 99 drainage pumps are available for service. One drainage pump in Lakeview is under repair, but crews are working to bring that pump back online by this Friday. People across New Orleans are taking no chances ahead of the storm. Many went to the Mid-City Library today to get free filled sandbags. It was one of 5 locations in the city that offered them to residents. People who were there say there's still so many unknowns with this storm, which is why they decided to be ready just in case. For more information on where you can get sandbags, not just in Orleans Parish, but in other parishes as well, you can go to our website, wwltv.com. Plaquemines Parish President Kirk Lapine has announced a voluntary evacuation beginning at 3 tomorrow afternoon. This applies to White Ditch to Point Lahache on the east bank and from the Alliance Refinery south to Venice on the west bank. And a voluntary evacuation is in place for low-lying areas in Jefferson Parish. Duke Carter has more on that and how those areas are preparing. Also, a voluntary evacuation order is in effect for Port Fourchon and Lafourche Parish. For a complete list and information on the storm, you can go to our website, wwltv.com. The U.S. Coast Guard here in New Orleans is making preparations ahead of Hurricane Delta. The local command center is already busy with activity. The sector commander says the Coast Guard is working closely with state and parish officials, as well as the local maritime industry, and they are pre-staging resources. With our free WWL-TV app, we have the latest track and intensity of the storm, as well as your local weather expert analysis. Louisiana is currently in a modified phase 2 of restrictions, but that expires tomorrow. So today we should be finding out about what's next. Governor John Bel Edwards is scheduled to speak about the next phase of the state's reopening plan. Currently, restaurants have a limited indoor capacity of up to 50%. Bars have also closed their indoor service if the parish where it's located has a percent positivity rate above 5%. Cases have been surging recently, so it is unclear what move the state will make next. You can actually watch the governor's news conference at 3:30 on our digital platforms. And the latest coronavirus numbers for Louisiana are in. There were more than 4,500 new cases and 53 new deaths reported. It also shows the number of those in the hospital and on ventilators continues to go up. And today, the Trump administration unexpectedly shifted gears to speed the delivery of shots. A slow start had triggered widespread concerns from states and public health officials. The government will no longer hold back required second doses of vaccines, practically doubling supply. And secondly, states should immediately start vaccinating other groups lower down the priority scale, including those aged 65 and up and younger people with certain health problems. In other news, Democrats are moving forward with plans to try and cut President Trump's time in office short. That as the president visits the U.S.-Mexico border to talk about his immigration policies. Natalie Brand has more details from Capitol Hill. Meanwhile, a Louisiana lawmaker from Jefferson Parish has abruptly resigned from his elected position. The House of Representatives clerk's office confirmed today that Republican Representative Charles Henry submitted his resignation. It is effective immediately. In a statement, Henry says, "With the birth of my son last spring and the pandemic, like so many Americans, I've had to shift priorities." Henry was elected to the seat in 2019. Thanks for staying with us. This is video you have to see. A truck drives through a Metairie intersection, slamming into a car. The force of the collision actually sends both vehicles into someone's front yard, hitting that homeowner's vehicle, the white one. That wreck happened earlier this week, right at the doorstep of that home on Kewanee and Bissonnette Drive. Our Michael McDaniel spoke with the homeowner, who says this isn't the first wreck to happen there and wants action taken. We reached out to the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office last night. They say they are still looking for that truck driver. The person in the other car is still in the hospital. Time now is 12:15. Let's send things on over to Alexandra. Hey, Alexandra.
Hey, Jade.
Thanks for staying with us. Growing a business during a pandemic is not easy. A California woman is determined, though, to fulfill her mission of mentoring girls all over the world. Michelle Medina looks at how her growing online community is building lasting friendships and inspiring the next generation. Kaylee's Queens offers a variety of monthly classes and virtual camps. For more information, go to kayleesqueens.com. And that's our new newscast for this Tuesday, January 12th. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you back here at 5, 6, and 10. Everyone have a great day and stay warm out there.